I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. First up, a sad story out of New York. A Long Island doctor died en route to viewing the solar eclipse on Saturday when she was thrown out of her family's Airstream trailer. Horrified witnesses said they saw the side door of the RV open and saw the arm of Dr. Monica Wareniecka, a prominent pediatrician, hanging out as she tried to pull it closed. The family was all riding in the truck but stopped for ice cream 20 minutes from their final destination when Dr. Wareniecka and her adult daughter Helena decided to ride the rest of the way in the RV. According to Helena, the door had swung open moments into their drive, and her mother tried to secure it when she fell out and struck her head on the road median. The family had owned the Airstream only a few months. Airstream representatives told the New York Post, quote, "Airstream travel trailers are not designed to carry passengers while in motion. The safety protocol detailed in Airstream's operating manuals advises owners that they cannot tow an Airstream with people inside, and that many states prohibit carrying passengers in a travel trailer or fifth wheel, and we advise owners to consult their state's Department of Motor Vehicles for up-to-date regulations." This is one of those things that a lot of us RVers think is just absolutely absurd that anyone would try, but I think if you look at it with the perspective of a new RV owner, a lot of people don't realize there's anything wrong with riding in a trailer or unsafe about it. Of course, it is terribly unsafe, but people still do it anyway. It's illegal everywhere to ride in a travel trailer, but in some states, it's actually legal to ride in a fifth wheel or a truck camper as long as the passenger has radio communication with the driver. But we've all seen how trailers fare in a crash. It's a terrible idea to ride in one, even a metal Airstream. Grand Design RV, a subsidiary of Winnebago Industries, has announced its entrance into the motorized category. We reported on this months ago, but the official announcement has come out and we've a few more details. They're starting off with a Class C motorhome called Lineage. There are no photos or anything yet, but I think we will be seeing these very soon. Grand Design says there will be many more models to follow, but all products in the motorized division will carry the Lineage name with series descriptors. More in a moment, but first, this video is sponsored by Liquified RV Toilet Treatment by our friends at Matt's RV Reviews. Matt wasn't satisfied with the chemical treatments for black tanks out there, so he went to a chemical company and designed his own. It's a toilet treatment that actually breaks down what's in the tank and leaves it smelling fresh, and it comes in a nice, really easy-to-use dispensing bottle, or if you like the drop-ins, they now have drop-ins available, and it is available on Amazon. There's a link in the description, or you can head over to liquifiedrv.com to get all the information about Liquified RV toilet treatment. Thanks to Matt's RV Reviews and Liquified RV toilet treatment for sponsoring this episode of the RV and camping news. Boutique Class B adventure van builder Storyteller Overland has purchased boutique adventure trailer brand Taxa. I just love both of these brands. They make some really cool, rugged stuff. Storyteller vans are unique, expensive, and stylish, but they're very, very functional. And Taxa has this whole methodology of creating what it calls camping habitats, designed with the founder's history of designing habitats for NASA in mind. As a part of the sale, the new company will bring in a new CEO. I'm usually not a fan of mergers and acquisitions, especially in the RV industry, but I think this is a really interesting alliance, and I'm looking forward to see how these two companies will complement each other going forward. I'd like to see them grow a bit. They do really good stuff. Just a quick update on our last video about the Explore Act that just passed the House of Representatives, that if it passes the Senate and gets signed by the president, will bring a number of changes to public lands, one of them being opening up national parks for people with YouTube channels to be able to make videos in parks again. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll link to it in the comments, but I wanted to add a little update. I had reached out to the House Committee on Natural Resources for comment, and I heard back right after I had published the video. I asked about the inclusion of the filmmaking provisions specifically in the act and what made the committee decide to include them. And the response I got was really interesting. The communications director told me that the committee wanted to protect First Amendment recording rights on federal lands and waters, particularly because hunters and anglers often use video to inspire the next generation of sportsmen and women, saying it's a valuable practice that we want to continue promoting access to in the future. A couple who lives full-time in a motorhome in Arizona has filed for bankruptcy and, to their surprise, will lose the motorhome thanks to a decision by the Arizona Supreme Court. Houses are protected in Arizona bankruptcy proceedings, so are mobile homes, and lawyers told the couple that generally the state has let people keep an RV if they live in it in bankruptcy proceedings. Arizona, like most states, has a homestead exemption in bankruptcy that allows creditors to get paid, but filers get to keep their house so that we don't produce new homeless people in the bankruptcy process. The 2017 Tiffin RV was a home for the couple from the time they bought it back in 2018. It was their only residence, but the arbitrator in these bankruptcy proceedings wasn't happy with the idea of this couple keeping this motorhome, and it went up to the state Supreme Court, and they decided that motorhomes are not protected by the text of Arizona's bankruptcy law, and they will no longer get to live in it. And that sets a precedent in Arizona for full-time RVers, a state where, frankly, a lot of people live in RVs and list as their legal residence. Prior cases did allow for a motorhome to be protected as a home, but those cases were not challenged before the state Supreme Court. That's it for this RV and camping news roundup. As always, hit the like button if you got something out of it. Subscribe if you want more like this. Make sure to check us out both on the RV Miles podcast if you like to listen to podcasts. It's available on any podcast app. And the America's National Parks podcast has been running for several years and is one of the top podcasts on national parks. We hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks so much for being here, everybody, and we'll see you next time.